It's Evo game day. Evo. Today, I guess they're going to be announcing all the games that are going to be at Evo. They already told us that Nintendo unfortunately blocked Smash from returning, so we know that one. Yeah, it's under new management. You know, we got Rick from Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker is one of my favorite events. Sage Jam and Tasty Steve are hosting the reveal. So I guess they're going to show off what games are going to officially be part of the lineup, and we'll learn a bit more about the event. The next big question is if Street Fighter will be there because of the new license issue. Yeah, watch Street Fighter 5 is at Evo, but can't give out more than $2,000. Sorry. Capcom said so. Once you go over 2,000 bucks, it's esports. Evo is grassroots. You know how much Cien won for winning Evo 2013? $7,000. And a pat on the back. KOF 15 has to be in. I mean, I don't expect any surprises, to be honest. I expect maybe one legacy game, since they already hinted at that with MVC2. My prediction is you're going to see all the main games you expect, and then you're going to see some legacy games be added. That's my prediction. DNF Duel? I'm excited for DNF Duel, the game. I'm going to play that. I mean, you know, at least casually. I don't know about competitively. I'm definitely going to mess with it. It was a lot of fun during the test. Evo! Shh. I was there. This must be 2019. No, they cut out the barrel roll? Well, they gave it to Goichi?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Evolution 2022 announcement show. I'm Sage M, joined by the lovely Tasty Steve. How you doing?
It's been quite some time, man.
I know those guys.
I know you don't.
But you've seen this probably.
Sage M sounds a little quiet, though.
Talk about the Evo games lineup and any details and information.
Sounds like he's not mic'd directly. So, they should have just swapped this, and we wouldn't have noticed if they mic'd up Sage M and left Tasty Steve unmic'd.
Without further ado, I should say, we're going to send it to Jammers with our first game for Evo 2022.
It must be Street Fighter 5. Jammers?
Much love, Sajam and Steve, for
Must be
handing
Street
it over
Fighter
to
5.
us. But ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of announcing that Street Fighter 5 will be a main game at this year's Evolution Evo 2022.
No way!
And in celebration of this announcement,
Street Fighter 5 is at Evo?
Exhibition between some of the finest players in
God.
Hurricane going up against Mr. Crimson.
All right, thanks for watching. All right, guys, catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And all right, I guess we'll watch the rest.
James Chen. James, talk to me. How are you feeling today?
Obviously, really excited to see Street Fighter 5 coming back to Evo as expected.
Don't say that. One day it might not be there. We can't take it for granted.
You know, there's so many great moments. You know, Daigo and Justin, their rematch in Street Fighter 4, and you know, even Punko getting the perfect on Daigo 2 years later.
Let's talk about Street Fighter 5 a little bit. This is the problem with the Street Fighter community.
There's just been so many great
we need to focus on the present a bit more. We really do. I know it's not intentional sometimes.
I mean, I've loved it when Problem X won Evo.
But it's not Street Fighter 4 at Evo. There we go, Jammers. So they're doing exhibition matches along with the show, I guess. So that's cool.
And I'm really excited to watch this again. You know, Hurricane. And
I'm not excited to watch this. Why did you brought Luke on the screen?
It seems to me that Mr. Crimson has.
Why did that reach?
Nah, he's been having a lot of fun with Luke. He thinks Luke is the best character in the game. This is his secondary at the moment.
I mean, this is some top tier. This is Street Fighter 5 right now, bro.
Making sure his main
These are the characters.
Even at this year's Evo, you're probably going to see a ton of Lukes going to be prepared and ready, depending what's going to happen.
That's very true. There's something about having an offline Evo that makes you just want to try hard. Like, getting on a plane to go compete in a tournament gets you thinking different. That's all I'm saying. When you gotta go to the airport, get on a flight, check into a hotel, wake up for pools, it gets you thinking different, man. You don't got any time to fuck around. That's what gets you hovering over that character select and gravitating towards the top of the tiers.
And you can't be dropping combos against.
Oh no! When the shimmy gets thrown, feels bad, man. +1, he needs that activation. You gotta hold all this. Oh, where are you going?
Okay, here we go. Nice.
Okay. Oh, he spends. That's interesting. Spending the bar to keep the corner. Just jab buffer. People are gonna get good with Luke. I gotta actually learn this matchup. Oh, you dropped and you're dead. Well, that was unfortunate. Not the cleanest of games.
Don't forget, people, just make sure you register for Street Fighter 5 at Evo. But now what we got to do is we got to hand it back.
Street Fighter 5.
And there you have it, our very first title announced for Evo 2020.
The Cannon Brothers playing chess in the back. What, the whiskey glass on the Steam Deck? All right, we're getting everything on the Steam Deck. Whereas this Sajam was playing Elden Ring in his room 5 minutes before it started. I'm sure it's pre-recorded. Oh, this is Sajam's living room. You know, that YouTube money. You know what I'm saying? Affords you a nice study like this.
Which is the cool thing for this Evo is that the layout is much cooler.
Hey,
much easier.
I beat him in tournament one time.
Without further ado, let's head on over to St. Cola to check out our second game here.
St. Cola?
It is my pleasure to announce that Guilty Gear Strive will be joining as a main game for
Guilty Gear Strive! Woo! Who would have thought? Guilty Gear Strive!
I got something.
Woo! Oh, Street Fighter 5 again? Street Fighter 5 again? Geez, Street Fighter 5, how come you get 2 Evo spots? Zato is like one of the hardest characters to learn how to fight. Actually, both these characters, when I was playing Guilty Gear, these 2 characters were like, okay, this is a different game. For someone who's like new to the series, these 2 characters were like, damn, I'm playing a different game and I don't know how to play. When I played most of the other casts, I was like, all right, it's a fighting game. Like, I get it. But these 2 characters, it was like, I'm not even playing the same game you are. These are both one-player-ass characters. That's my lowly scrub Guilty Gear player opinion. I like how St. Cola tweeted recently, like, oh man, I'm thinking about commentating some more Guilty Gear Strive. He tweeted that after he filmed this. I guarantee you, he filmed this, and then it was like, man, I've been kind of absent from the Guilty Gear scene. Let me, like, ease my way into this. Thinking about playing Strive again at some point. Not gonna lie, seeing it on stream like this does make me kind of want to play it. So I stopped playing because Oro came out.
You know, be along with all your FGC friends and rivals and play with them in this community section. So, and this is the largest community and casual section that
casuals at Evo
at any fighting game event. So even if you're new, even if you're old, there's gonna be something to look at.
That's a huge selling point. That's the major thing about Combo Breaker.
Because going to a tournament and then not having casual setups is just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I only
they're roasting old Evo.
Play this person in a tournament, and you have to go to a hotel room, and then you have to play on.
That's literally what Evo was before this.
And it's the largest.
What's up, Saint? Good stuff.
Space that the fighting game community has ever seen. If you're
ever. All right.
More news and information,
that's good to hear. I mean, that's what I expected with Rick being on the lineup.
Another game that is 100% going to be there will be introduced by none other than Mr. Aquaman.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so the problem with Evo in the past, you literally could not play casuals. You had the world's largest gathering of fighting game players from all over the world, literally the world, and you could not play them. Unless you were Illuminati enough to be able to find hotel rooms, to coordinate with people who brought their own setups. Evo was horrible about that, and I don't understand why it was that way for so long. Because I mean, they were too heavily catering towards being a convention to sponsors. They weren't reserving any space for the players, so people called Evo a convention. It was not an event for fighting game players. It was a business thing. You know what I mean? It was a industry show more than a place for fighting game players to meet and play. That's big. That's a huge change. That makes this a much more quality event to go to if you actually want to play the game. Like, the only reason I got games at Evo is because I got known enough to get invited to like private suites to play, right? But the year before that, I didn't do shit. No one knew who I was the year before, you know? Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat at Evo. Woo! It was questionable if Mortal Kombat was going to make it or not. You know, it's at the end of its dev cycle, which is huge to NRS people. You know, NRS people are clamoring all over Twitter for another Injustice game or Mortal Kombat because the NRS dev cycle. If there's anything I respect about Street Fighter, I really, really, really love that the game lasts. I would be driven nuts if I had to play a new game every 2-3 years, like the NRS community. That sounds awful to me. They didn't fix his mic. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Next game, it will be none other than Markman. Let's check it out.
Tekken.
I am pleased to announce that Tekken 7 will be
Tekken. Wow, Tekken. Tekken at Evo. Tekken. Imagine they have Yipes and people think it's UMVC3, but it's DBFZ. They wouldn't do that. I think Rick understands the optics in the FGC better than most people. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see DBFZ announced, and I want to see Bum on that screen. Damascus Tyrant? Yeah, you know, shout out to Damascus and Tyrant. That would be cool too, but you know, we've seen them. They're the NAM cops right now. You know what I'm saying? They're officially a part of the organization. You know, it's not a surprise. I want to see them throw fucking Bum up there and who else? Acoustics. I just want to see House of Chaos on the screen suddenly. What's good? I feel like it's too late for me to learn Tekken. I don't think so. And plus, Tekken is a very like mechanic heavy game, I would say, in the sense that like I think the things you learn in Tekken 7, there's a lot of universal stuff, and also it's a very much a legacy game, so odds are in the next Tekken installment you will be rewarded for learning what you do in Tekken 7.
Thank you, Sage M and Steve, for that warm introduction. My name is Hell Pockets, and I'm delighted to announce that KOF 15 is going to be at Evo 2020.
The other K
as a main stage game.
Yeah, I hear the game's balance does have some problems with Vanessa, Terry, and Ralph. Those are the ooh. I haven't seen Dinosaur in motion. I hope he gets to play.
I saw a lot of people really interested in the character after.
He is a command grab, right? He's a grappler.
You know, he was playing.
Oh, armored.
That's exactly why.
I like the way he runs.
Went for another one, but yeah, big disrespect out of Reynold.
Tail whip looks cool. Splash. You need to get rid of this Vanessa.
Yep.
I mean,
oh no.
Dinosaur looks cool.
In the game in her reflect.
Oh, meaty. Caught him trying to do something. OTG? Alright, I like this dinosaur character. Was that a cross-up? That was ambiguous. Alright, let's go.
Both players are opting to choose Ralph as anchor. I mean, there's a reason for that, guys.
Oh, one little kick. Get the cancel. Oh my god. That was just from like a V-trigger cancel.
Absolutely.
He just did 75% from doing the equivalent of standing medium kick to V-trigger. Am I wrong in saying that?
See right there, you ended up spending that meter on a bad.
Oh my god, they're both just going to DP each other, huh?
Now, this is actually territory. But really, I mean, if Rosa gets now one more clean hit, this is anyone's game.
Wow, Rosa won? Yeah, it really seemed like he just did walk up, big ass stand medium kick to V-trigger and did 75%.
2 bars. If he touches him, you better believe he's going to quit next. There it is.
There it is. Like you just
oh, nice. He blocked the activation. Get the V reversal off. Ooh, Rosa. Okay. Good stuff to Rosa. I like it. Ralph is kind of boring. Gotta keep it a bug. But I liked your other two characters. Sick.
I have one of the most important announcements in Evolution history to tell you about.
Okay.
Free water? Water.
You grab your badge. You show up and say, hi, I'm such and such. Here's my badge. I got it. Shake hands.
Water.
All that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Put it on. When you get your badge, it also comes with a refillable water bottle that you can use at any of the 45 stations across Evo to refill.
We're not gonna die
during the event.
So you mean to tell me, not only do we get the
hydration,
all our community games, a stage, a dope layout, but we also get water bottles to refill in between the sets. We could.
That shit was $10 a pop
at Evo 2022 this year.
That's correct.
This is actually sounding much more player friendly. Like, this is wild. See how low the bar is to make the actual attendees from the core FGC happy?
Before we go any further, we still have games for you guys to find out about. And for that next
Sony seems like they did a really good job handling Evo. I would take all that credit you're giving to Sony and give it to that guy you saw in the back right of the screen with the Steam Deck.
It's going to be a main game for Evo 2022, much to the ire of all the Steam chart posters, Redditors, 4J, you name it.
Who put Majin Obama on this stream?
Exhibition featuring 2 of the top players in North America for this game, Scrot Vermillion and Masoma. I'm joined by the lovely Jalen, who's going to be commentating with me. How you doing, Jalen?
He kept it short and sweet. I was expecting a whole like 10-minute pop off right there. All credit to Pokimane. She seems to be handling Evo very well. Very true. Very true. So Melty Blood. Am I gonna try Persona? If I'm gonna try any new fighting games, guys, it's gonna be just a pure coincidence with my free time and ability compared to Street Fighter V and life. So I can never say what I'm gonna do.
To Damascus.
Damascus?
Thank you, Sajam and Steve. I am super happy to be here.
Cut the bum.
I am here to spread the good news that
Cut the bum.
Dragon Ball FighterZ will be here as a main game at Evo 2020.
Come on, Damascus.
Exciting times here. But of course, if we're doing Dragon Ball FighterZ, I have to be with the one only my boy.
All right,
Terrence.
all right.
What's up, man?
Shout out to the boys. Not trying to sound like I'm hating, you know, Damascus and Tyrant they're the guys. They're the boys for sure. I want to see New York represent a little bit on official streams. It's cool that they're showing some love to France. Like, they earned it for sure, too. I feel like New York, to be honest, for how much they've done to carry the FGC, they don't get the representation on, like, the corporate level big events. I don't know if I'm wrong in saying that, but I get that impression sometimes. They gave Art Sim, that was their thanks.
Because it's going to be time for Shanks. It was so hype to have. And speaking of Dragon Ball FighterZ moments, a super hype exhibition right now.
Okay, this is perfect. So this match is going to last about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and go grab my food and get some water, guys. You guys chill for a second. It'll be about 30 minutes before this first game finishes. Be right back, guys.
That was mixed.
Bro, I told you. Man, I'm back before the first game even finished.
I saved my life. I actually saved my life from
I can't believe how
Look at Zamasu flying. Zamasu's a cool character.
Saves lives, as always. And look at this, you're trying now to chase that Zamasu who is just flying around. And it's gonna be just Yasha who really likes floating around as well with characters, trying to get to that Zamasu there.
Oh, that was kind of sick. That was kind of sick. I like that flying neutral. That was cool.
We're gonna send it over to Dynamite to get the next title.
I don't know who Dynamite is.
Thank you, Sajam and Steve. I'm Dynamite, and I am more than pleased to announce that Granblue Fantasy Versus will be the main game for Evo 2022.
Granblue?
We're going to be watching a
not a single person in this chat said Granblue. Don't say you said that. Granblue, the game that was denied its Evo entrance, its Evo entry during its debut year due to COVID. Granblue. No one said Granblue. Take that back. You did not say Granblue. Yeah, Granblue is definitely the game that got shafted the most by COVID, right? It was the game that people were super hype about to play. It was supposed to be like anime Street Fighter, you know, a more grounded sort of fighting game, something that would appeal more to like the non-anime fighting game players. Felt like it was about to bridge a lot of communities. Then COVID happened, and then the netcode is delay based, and then that shit just died. Well, I shouldn't say died. That shit just did not have the showing that it could have and the numbers that we were predicting. So this is actually pretty big for the Granblue community.
But there it is, the teleport to get out. It does have a hitbox. It's going to go straight into Super Skybound Art. Obviously not going to kill, but at least this puts you back in the game health-wise if you're zombie.
Absolutely.
Who developed this game? See, I know this game is supposed to be the one that appeals to Street Fighter players, but I feel like DNF Duel seems more appealing to me as a Street Fighter player. How do I say this? Yeah, Granblue looks more weeby. I don't have the words to sugarcoat it or put this in a more elegant way to more accurately explain what I mean. I'm just going to say Granblue looks more weeby. It just does. And then DNF Duel doesn't. Like I said many times about DNF Duel is definitely a fun game. I feel like if you play it for too long with people who get too good, it's going to become really bullshit. It's definitely a fun game when everybody's bad. I will play it when it's out while everybody's bad, including myself, and we'll see how it goes.
It's time for our final game announcement.
Wow.
So let's head on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's Skullgirls.
Thank you so much, Tasty Steve and Sajam. I'm Sharpie, and I am so incredibly pleased to announce that Skullgirls will be an official main game.
It's Skullgirls. This is an anime event.
Amazing because I heard some incredible news.
Yeah, Guilty Gear, Melty, Granblue, Skullgirls. Skullgirls is American anime. DBFZ is kind of anime. I mean, it's literally anime, but we all know that Dragon Ball is as American as apple pie, so Skullgirls is fucking bullshit, as in hardest game I've ever seen. It does seem like Skullgirls is one of the games where, like, if you have a lopsided matchup, it's definitely the game that you can get fucked up the hardest in. One of them, for sure. Like in Street Fighter, you can get bodied by a lot of characters, but a lot of characters will, even if you're severely outclassed, you might still lose slowly. But Skullgirls is one of those games where if someone's better than you and they run their offense on you, you're not even going to understand the ways that you got mixed, and you won't get to play. No DNF Duel? The game's not out.
Now we're in the scramble. Cloud building up meter. Probably won't get to 5, but it still could happen. Oh, that hit's not good. You're gonna build 2 meters here, so DHC might...
Close it out. Oh, is this dead? Only 2 bars. Okay. Oh, we dropped?
Oh no, with the drop! Oh,
Was that an air grab?
Right back into
Consumed. All right, Big Band is a cool character. I'm a fan.
There's so many.
I am a fan. Okay, Skullgirls at Evo main stage. Big ups to the Skullgirls community. That game is like becoming the Melee of like the traditional FGC games. It's really just, its staying power has been very impressive. This year getting a full season of DLC content. Oh, so there's more coming. So I wasn't sure if that Umbrella character was going to be the last one. So I remember there was a couple of DLCs that dropped, which still surprised me. I was like, wow, this game is still going. Yep, so there's the full lineup. Looks like we have Street Fighter V, Guilty Gear Strive, Tekken, MK11, KOF 15, Melty, Blood, DBFZ, Granblue, and Skullgirls.
That's it.
Here at Evo. That is the last. There's a lot.
I was hoping for some Marvel. See the last one could have been Marvel. Skullgirls definitely, you know, community has definitely worked for that spot. I would have liked to have seen UMVC3 there. I just love Marvel at Evo.
And to everybody out there that I will be seeing at Evo, I can't wait to go there in person in Mandalay Bay, August 5th through the 7th. You guys, like we said, you can sign up now. And until next time.
All right.
Peace.
Evo. It's happening.